Hello, hello. Hello. I wish the little pieces of paper hanging from my ceiling were like metal, so they would make little like magical fairy noises. But they don't, because they're paper, and that's how paper works. How are you all doing? What's up? Am I a little low energy today? Just two reasons why. One, have consistently forgotten my iron pills. I don't know why I say pills. I still can't swallow those. Iron supplements. It's this fun little liquid that tastes like caramel, but mixed with metal, mixed with like undigestible tasting metal. And that is my delicious snack of the morning. Except I haven't been taking it because I'm silly, because I'm goofy. The other reason is I'm not doing well, I don't think. Just spoke to my brain, had a little meeting up there, and we both came to the conclusion that Ben has been sacrificing his mental health like a little firstborn child at a witchcraft ceremony. That's what he's been doing. And I thought we'd just talk about it. We would just have a little therapy session, and maybe some of the stuff might be relatable. Maybe in my mind, I thought it might help a person to deal with their stuff if their stuff is similar to mine, because that's how I am. When I like hear how other people might be struggling, I laugh and I thrive off of their pain. I'm kidding. But it's nice. What is touching my foot? My charger. It's nice to have that. Know that you're not the only one, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, where do we begin? Where do we dive into the brain that literally feels like a piece of rotting flesh in my head? I think I've been like overextending myself. So I recently have like made friends, which has been weird because for most of the pandemic, I was kind of like a solo lone wolf. That is very cringe to say. I was a popular loner. Ew. No, but the past 2 years, like, I have spent probably, say it's just any given week, I've spent probably 6 of the 7 days alone, and then like seeing friends one of the days. And that, let me tell y'all, like for me, this might not be everyone's cup of tea. For the British, cup of coffee. For the North Americans, cup of mango lassi if you're from India. I don't know. But it worked for me. I genuinely loved just like having like most of the week to myself and then seeing no one except for like one friend, and then like we would like hang out the whole day on whatever day I saw them. And it worked really well for me for a couple of reasons. For one, I have a very limited social battery, and I know that sounds like a cringy thing to say, but I swear to God, like social batteries are real. It is a real thing. And if you don't know what that is, basically it's like how much energy you feel you have like after hanging out with people. And when people say like, oh, my social battery is depleted or it's running out, it's like you've seen so many people and giving so much of your energy and like not given time to yourself to recharge your social battery. Clever little acronym, allegory, I don't know. If you don't give yourself time to recharge it, what happens to a battery when it runs out? You die. So maybe it's not that dramatic, but it can feel similar. So essentially, over the past, like, I want to say month, like, I don't think I've had like more than 2 days to myself to just like fully like decompose in my room. And I know I make it sound bad, but like not seeing anyone and locking myself in my room, like I need that for at least 2 days a week. And what's happened is, although I do have free days to myself, Wow. Love that my phone literally died as I was talking about batteries and my social battery dying. That is a scary coincidence. Anyways, what I was saying was the days that I do have off are like fully like reserved for work, and not reserved, but it's like that's the only time I have to do work. So I just fill it with like filming YouTube videos. This podcast. Actually, no, this podcast is like my one kind of like I do it like it's I don't know. It doesn't feel like work because I'm literally just talking, and I'm like blah 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 blah. But what else? Like acting classes, Spanish classes, which are sporadic, but I'm trying. Auditions. Your boy is gonna become an actor, and then just random like other things that come up, like say like brand deals, things like that, like business calls, blah blah. And so the days that I do have, gone out the window, mama, out the window. So essentially, like all the kind of like fun time that I have is really just it's only kind of like when I'm around other people, which can be good. Like I do find that like when I'm around other people, it tends to be fun. But if you're like me and your social batteries are like very limited, you don't even really notice that like you're starting to feel drained. And it's almost like when you finally are alone, you kind of realize, oh my God, like I literally feel like so dead. I have no energy. And the thought of being around people makes me actually want to go become Amish and live in a commune. Actually, that's a bad example. They see so many people. Go live in the Arctic Circle in an igloo. That sounds a lot better. And also, I found myself like in gatherings of people, or at this one party, I was like, I literally could not like communicate with people, and I was like forcing to smile. I was like, and it was so hard to just have a good time. Like I literally physically could not have a good time, and I think it was because like my social battery was just drained. So back to like me saying I'm overextending myself. I'm very much overextending myself in that I'm not like giving myself just alone time where it's not, there's no expectation to do work. The expectation is literally to just like recollect my thoughts and what I've done over the past week, because I haven't been doing that. It literally hit me like when, this is so crazy actually. So I just hit 10 million followers on TikTok, which is an insane number. Actually insane. I don't know how to process it. I'm still processing it. But when I was like, okay, I need to make some sort of post or something like to celebrate, it made me realize like, whoa. Like since like for the past 2 years, I literally haven't like taken a step back and like thought like, just even like, what does this mean? Like, what does this number mean? How did I get here? Just all the things that like you'd think would come pretty naturally. I just spat really far. Like that you think would just like come to you, to your mind, but just weren't. Like, I feel like I've just been like going and going and going and like barely giving myself enough time to just like recollect myself. And I guess this can be like applied to like pretty much anyone's life. Like no matter what you do, like if you're in school, if you're in work, if you're not giving yourself like, and to varying degrees, people need like alone time. Like some people are extremely extroverted and like do not need any alone time. Like they literally get recharged by hanging out with people, which is wish that could be me, but it's not. Actually, I don't wish, because introverts are freaking awesome. Anyways, I fully lost my train of thought. I'm not gonna lie. Also, side note, I lost that thought too. Jesus Christ. Oh, the side note was I think I have ADHD, which a lot of y'all comment that a lot of the time. And I had a therapist for a little bit that like half diagnosed me with ADHD, but I don't know how like legit she was. She's kind of strange. and I don't think she like actually had a degree in anything, but that's besides the point. Yeah, I do think I have ADHD, which brings me to my second point. Oh my gosh, I just made the connection. Okay. I think I've been overextending myself, not just socially, but also in like how I work. And the two are linked a little bit, but basically, if you guys haven't noticed, I've been posting like every Monday on YouTube. And it's not like I switched the upload date to Monday. I have been trying to post on Sunday every single week. But the problem is, like, I am one of the worst procrastinators ever. Like, all day yesterday, this is actually insane. All day yesterday, which was Monday, by the way. It's Tuesday today. So already a day late from uploading. I literally just sat at my computer. I'd open Final Cut Pro, my editing software, like stare at the screen like blankly for like 5 minutes, and then go watch TikToks for an hour. And I did that all day. This was already a day past the time I should have uploaded the video. And I was just scrolling through TikToks, and I think I got maybe 5 minutes of editing done. And that's all I did the entire day. That's a whole day down the drain. Literally, just because I just kept distracting myself. Which is so insane. Like, it's actually crazy. And no. Listen. I don't want y'all to be like, I'm not, like, saying all this for pity. And I really appreciate when you guys like, Ben, like, we get it if you need to take a break or anything. Like, I, like, hearing that, honestly, like, makes me so, like, relieved and stuff. And I'm sure I will. I am gonna take a break, like a week or so at some point, probably in like the next few months, and I'll let y'all know. But the thing is, as much as I do want to take a break, I don't want it to be as a result of like me just completely burning out. And I know that like taking a break is a good way to stop burning out. However, I want to like know that I can get myself under control without having to like just completely like let go of all my responsibilities and stuff. If that makes any sense. I don't think that made any sense. Basically, I want to take a break on my own terms, not because like I'm literally decomposing. And the reason why I'm like reluctant to just take a break now, like not upload a video next week, is because I know there's things I can do that I've just not been doing because I'm freaking dumb, that will like stop me from procrastinating, stop me from being so distracted that I end up uploading a video like 2 days late. And that's like a number of things. Like it could be like deleting TikTok off my phone. Obviously I'm still gonna post. Hits 10 million, deletes my account. But it has been such a major distractor for me. It's actually bonkers. It's really crazy. And also just like, I think maybe meditating, like not to be that person, but like one thing I really have been lacking is just like kind of taking stock of like literally what is going on. And like, I'm so like just focused on like the craziness in the moment, which can be good, but also it like doesn't let me like plan things ahead or even like think about like what I've done. Like if you asked me what I did last week or like for the past 7 days, I would not be able to tell you. I don't know. Who knows? Not me. Like I'm so just like hyper focused on like the stresses of like what's going on right now. And it can suck. So we'll get into some methods that I'm planning on not making my life a flaming dumpster fire. I realized I was eating seaweed snacks before filming this. So if there's seaweed all in my teeth, I don't want to hear about it. No one needs to tell me that. That can be a later problem. Anyways. So, first of all, I've straight up decided that I'm going to be not isolating myself, but cutting out like unnecessary friendship time. I don't know. Basically, I'm really gonna like make myself a priority. That is such a I know that's like a nice saying and it's like something people need to do, but like also, ew, literally, ew, I cannot believe those words just exited my mouth. Make myself a priority. But I am going to realize the value of time. I'm going to try and make viewing TikToks a lot harder on myself. And by doing that, I got this idea. I don't know where it came from. I think it came from myself, actually. I think I finally had an original thought. After every TikTok I watch, I'm going to force myself to write down in my notes app with a link to it saying how I felt about it and what did I get from that in a few sentences. And I know that sounds like a psychotic like school project that like your teacher would assign you to do, but I feel like I need to do it because it's actually the way I like picture it in my mind is like imagine like a fryer at McDonald's and each batch of fries is a TikTok video, okay? So each time you are deep frying these fries, you're getting like a little bit of information. And, you know, some of it might be really fun information. Some of it might be really entertaining. But what happens to the fry oil is all this residue is just building up, and the fries are getting eaten. Just like the TikTok videos, just getting watched and moved along. But I feel like all this stuff is just lingering at the back of your head. And maybe you guys can relate to this. Maybe like watching TikToks feels the same way for you. But it's like it feels like there's such a buildup of like information in my brain that I haven't like really kind of just like had the time to process. It's just all sitting there. And I think by like writing down like like literally a paragraph about each TikTok, one will make TikTok not as fun. And I think I'll feel the need to I won't feel the need to just like scroll through it forever. And two, it'll stop me from like scrolling forever because obviously I'm going to need to stop. So maybe that'll make me lose interest a little bit. And three, you know what? There is some good content on TikTok with like valuable information, valuable entertainment. So if I am seeing that content, it'll let me like actually process it and like make a memory out of it. Because I feel like that's one of the problems with TikTok is you just see so much. Like you can see 500 really good videos in a day and none of that is going to stand out in your brain. You are not going to like know that TikTok in a week. There's very few TikToks that like have a lasting effect, which side note has has sent me spiraling a little bit because I'm like at the start of TikTok, this wasn't the case. Like it was very much like Vine, where like if you had like a viral video, it was like kind of everyone knew it and it became a meme. Like for example, my bean video, which turned 3 years old yesterday, which is insane. That I just put a can of beans in the microwave. Like that video kind of had like a status for like a little bit, and still to this day, people still call me the Bean Boy, or they're like, "Oh my gosh, that was like me, my friend's favorite video." Which is, I'm glad like I've had that experience because I remember watching Vines growing up, and I was like, "Oh my god, like that'd be so cool to have like a Vine that like people knew." Oh. But now, oh my god, it's crazy. Like I was looking back at my videos. There's full TikToks. And I'm not just saying there almost half of my TikToks that might have like millions of views, like literally 10 million views. I don't even remember them. Which is so insane to me. Like, is that not insane? Like I fully spent like 6 hours on them, writing them, filming them, and I'm watching them like I don't remember creating this. And it made me spiral even more to realize, wow, like people are just watching this and it's like 45 seconds out of their life and then it's gone. And it's like no one is remembering these TikToks. No one's going to remember these TikToks. And I was like, great. So I started spiraling even more. And I was like, so what is the point? What is the value of posting these on this app where people get so much content that like it's not memorable and no one's going to remember it? And I never got an answer. So that's where I'm at right now. Just kidding. I kind of found like a silver lining or like I guess like an answer for the moment. And I do see a lot of people say that like my videos like just make them laugh or are like they can look forward to my videos. And I know that's like definitely not everyone. I'm sure a huge amount of people find my videos annoying and a huge amount of people like will watch my videos and like go like, huh, as I do with TikToks, like maybe 1 in 500 videos I actually physically laugh at. But if it even like lightens people's mood by... That was weird. I said lighten and then my light literally died. There's some spooky stuff going on there. If it even lightens someone's mood a little bit, it's worth it to me. And I do enjoy still making them. It's just TikTok has, like, content on TikTok really has no lasting impact. So, that's fun. That's really fun. YouTube, I don't really feel that way because... like YouTube, like you're with someone for 10 minutes and most of the time like you're watching the video because they saw it on like their subscription feed or something but it's like it's just so much different than a TikTok which you're just shown to, like you weren't even looking for it. It's just given to you like force fed like a freaking duck. Like that's gonna become foie gras and then it just moves along. Like YouTube, it's like it generally feels like a community and I love each and every one of you on YouTube, on BoobTube. So thank you. But also thank you for following me on TikTok as well. Like, I don't want to appear ungrateful. The frustrations I have are just with the app and the literal insane algorithm that I never thought, like, when I freaking first went on the internet as like a 9-year-old that we would literally be dealing with like this man-made creation that has found a way to like enslave everyone from like our parents to our grandparents. Like literally anyone with the app has probably dealt with TikTok sucking you in. Like I will like just see like my mom just watching like TikToks. I'm like, oh my God, like what is going on? And it's scary. And I feel like we don't talk enough about how addictive the app is. So, the one way I'm going to deal with my procrastination is writing what TikToks mean to me. And as for other methods, I really don't know. Couldn't tell you. All I know is I really need to be more mindful of like my time. Because it's also weird, like, being like my own boss. Because there's no one to tell me what to do, really. Like, I have to, like, anything I do, I have to, like, not force myself, but, like, I gotta get myself out of bed. Like, there's never gonna be someone to, like, tell me, do this, do that. So why did my light turn green and blue? What is happening? There's some ghost business going on. And it's a double-edged sword. Emma Chamberlain was talking about this on her podcast, but, like, oh, and I also saw a TikTok about it. Oh my God, I saw a TikTok about it. Anyways, it's like you're basically trading like a 9-to-5 job for a 24/7 job that you never stop thinking about. And that has been very true. Although I have noticed that like in the times I've been like hanging out with friends and stuff, there'll be like full days where I just forget about TikTok and forget that like I post on TikTok, which has been nice to like kind of have that disconnect. But it's very much like it never like you never break that in your brain. And I know that's like all like very unrelatable, but I feel like it can go for like some other situations. Like for example, school, like when I was in college, I would just procrastinate so many things and I would just always be thinking about school. There was like never a disconnect. And I feel like that's why homework is literally so evil and like setting people up for like just stress, because you can't just leave the school and then like have like live your life. Like you come home from school and then you're like, you can have a few hours of fun, but then you always have that homework looming over you. And I feel like that is just not a way to live. Like you need to be able to have a break. Like when I went to Europe and just like seeing how people live there, like you do your work, you do your job, you do your school, and then you come home and you just have this freedom and this break from like all of that. And you don't have that with, like, at least in North America. And I'm sure some people in Europe are on the freaking grind, blah, 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 blah. But we need more of that here. We need, why am I just, like, shoving my toes in your face? Sorry about that. Because I really don't think it's a way to live, to just always have that stuff hanging over you. You can live such, like, a full and, like, fun life if you can have that disconnect. And it makes me a little sad that, like, I'm not going to say I probably won't have that, because I definitely can. I just need to get to a level of self-discipline where I'm, like, able... Sorry, I keep switching positions because I'm, like, sore from the gym. I need to get into a situation where I am able to discipline myself. That's what I'm trying to say. Also, speaking of the gym, I start boxing. I start boxing lessons. Where's my gloves? Today at 6 p.m. I am going boxing. Now, all this time, because I've wanted to do this for a while, and all this time I thought that boxing lessons mean you, like, fight each other. You know, it's like a Vinny Hacker versus Deji situation. Like, you go in there and you're like, ho ho, pop, pop, pop. So no. So it turns out that's not what boxing is. You just punch a bag. And I guess there are like some boxing places where, like, they will teach you how to fight, which I want. I want to be able to fight. Like, I'm not just doing this to punch a wall. I can do that by myself. I'm half white. If I'm going to punch a wall, I'm going to punch a wall. I want to be able to fight. So I'll keep y'all updated on how that goes. Bet y'all thought that was never a sentence that I would utter. But anyways, sorry this was a little bit of a dark episode, but I really hope if any of you guys are struggling with the same things that I'm struggling with, I hope that it helped. And whatever it is, we can get through this. We can do it. Because I also know this, like, predicament that I'm in right now, I've been in before, and I've been able to get out of it. It's just every time it feels like it's like the world is ending, and it's like this new thing. And you just have to remind yourself, like, you've been through this once, you'll be able to be through it again. Be through it again? Go through it again? I don't know. But I do know there's a spider walking across my plant right now. And I kind of want to kill it. I was in, like, my killing spider phase. Or I was in my not killing spider phase, but I'm back in my killing spider phase. Sorry to the spider community. They are getting murked. I like to take an incense stick and then just light them on fire. Maybe I should go to actual therapy. Maybe this podcast isn't cutting it. Maybe actual clinical therapy is what is needed. Anyways, I really hope you enjoyed this episode, video, audio, file, wherever you listen to it. If you haven't already, please go ahead and rate this podcast on Spotify. They added that now. It's kind of crazy. And also, if you want to rate it on Apple Podcasts, that truly helps a ton. I will see you guys next Wednesday. Hope you're doing well. Love you very, very much. Very, very dear to me. Oh, also, you can send me your near-death experiences to read on a future episode using the hashtag #IAlmostDiedPodcast. And then at me, App of the Week, so I see it. All right? I love you all so much. Stay safe. Take care. I'll see you on YouTube, hopefully Sunday. If I don't post on Sunday, well, we'll know how that's going. I love you all so much. Bye. Bit of the week. It's true.